A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I would be talking about the shortcut, or you can say the short way to get into a 5D union. I'm going to talk about it in this session. And without creating more suspense, you have heard about it many times from many people, but a lot of people, I don't know why they ignore it, because this is literally, as I said, the best way, the fastest way, or the easiest way to get into a 5D union. And only a 5D union can make you feel 3D union, make you experience 3D union. And that is, my dear friends, mission work. Mission work, mission work, mission work, mission work. So, let's understand how mission work can help you get into the 5D union for sure. Let's get started. So a lot of people have this confusion that twin flame journey is supposed to end or reach its culmination somehow when you get married to your twin flame, or you get into some kind of a social or public commitment with your twin. Well, that's actually not true, because I know people are selling it, people are talking about it, people are writing about it, but if you read genuine testimonies, or if you read all the other people, you can go on Quora.com, there's a lot of stuff over there. And yes, there are some genuine people on YouTube also. And you'll notice that they don't promote the 3D union at all. Because if they are genuine, then they understand that this journey is not about a 3D union, it's about a contribution. It's about the contribution that you do on planet Earth. And precisely that is the reason why you've been sent on planet Earth. Why would the council of elders, why would the watchers, why would the angels, why would your spirit guides, why are they constantly watching you or constantly working with you? If you just have to marry someone, or if you just have to get into a romantic situation with someone, that's not difficult. You all know anyone can manifest it. And there are so many law of attraction gurus, or again coaches and teachers online, who are giving you this information as well. For some people, it is very difficult sometimes. Why? Because what they're expecting in love is also very high. So twin flames, they genuinely reach to a certain point in this journey when they only want true love. And I've even spoken about the best example of twin flame gurus, Ram and Sita, Shiv and Shakti, and Radha and Krishna. These are the three twin flame teachers or twin flame gurus who have lived perfect divine twin flame lives on planet Earth. And why do we talk about them again and again? And I urge all of you to read about them. I'm gonna make my efforts to share about their life, and I'm already working on that. And for that, you can check out my channel Ramayana and Mahabharata Diaries and subscribe to it. And you can also subscribe to the TheSunamoon vlogs, where also I try to share as much ascension related information I can. And twin flame union, of course, is completely dedicated to the channelings, the daily channeling especially, because we need food for our mind every day, just the way we eat food. And another thing is that I talk about mission work a lot. I've even spoken to people and told them that it's a great thing you marry your twin flame, but you can even get into separation after marriage also. And then there are also people who come to me, they married a person with great deal of effort and mental focus and staying positive. They eventually got there, but again after marriage they started fumbling, they are troubled, they are skeptical, they are negative again. And then they realize this whole story, this whole path is not just about manifesting a three-dimensional union. And once the 5D union is in place, your purpose on planet Earth will reach to its completion or conclusion, or whatever you are supposed to do here as a contributor, you're going to do it. But why is it so important? It is important because it makes you very happy. It makes you very independent. It makes you feel amazing on a daily basis, because you feel that your life is worth something, and then you see it happening. When you look at other people who are doing well after talking to you, after meeting you, after getting inspired by you, you feel good about it. And this is not the good that comes from arrogance or superiority complex. This is the feeling It comes to people because throughout their life they have been told they are not good enough. Throughout their life they had to please so many people, and finally when they get into the mission work and they start doing things for the right people, or they start spreading the right message without any inhibitions, fears, or without thinking that people are going to judge them, people are going to mock them. Even if people judge them, they don't care at all. Like, they don't give a rat's ass at all. So this type of power and this type of confidence comes from mission work. Now, people ask me this question also: how do I know what's my mission work? How do I get over there? Mission work, first of all, is something that comes to you naturally. So you have to think about it. What are the things that you like to do naturally? Do you like to talk to people? Do you like to make food for people? Do you like to cook? Do you like to clean? Do you like to do gardening? Do you like to be a farmer? Do you like to be whatever? There are many jobs, but just focus on something which is not superficial and egocentric. Okay, if you are egocentric person, your ego has not dissolved, then anything you do, be it charity or be it simple ascension work by yourself, you would only do it because it massages your ego in some way or the other. So all the people who are in the mission work, why do they experience this level of satisfaction and contentment and independence? Why? And let me tell you, connected with this is manifesting a three-dimensional union. So there is a divine feminine and there is a divine masculine. How do we determine who has which energy? There are many tools and techniques for it, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to deviate from the current subject. So you just know that one is a masculine energy and one is a feminine energy. Feminine energy is supposed to do inner work via spiritual learning and spiritual teaching by studying metaphysics. Once the feminine has complete knowledge or a good amount of knowledge of metaphysics, she is going to apply it practically, because this is how it is. It's very interesting. And when you realize that, oh, I can be happy, I don't have to be sad, I can be content, I don't have to be frustrated, I don't have to feel lonely, because in my alone time I am most powerful. Say for example, you are very calm and things start happening on their own, and then you realize, oh my god, being calm is actually my biggest power, biggest strength. And when I say calm, I don't just mean physically but also mentally calm, because many things can happen in your life, good and bad, wrong or right, whatever. But when you start living a sincere, truthful, authentic life, that's when you are actually doing the real work. So for some people, mission work could also just be just being themselves, just be. So when you're just being yourself, when you're natural, when you're authentic, you're not scared of anyone, and you don't even put your opinions on other people forcefully. You just have your way of talking. You have a conviction. You have a conviction in which you live your life, and you don't please anyone anymore. And you don't do it all by self and arrogance, but you surrender to God. You surrender to source. Okay. There are people who are going to tell you, oh, you're so philosophical. When you talk about God, you talk about source, you got to talk about this, that. Actually, you should pray for them, because this is the only knowledge that can help you get freedom from the cycle of life and death. Okay, and this is exactly why we are all here. We are here to figure out through our life, through our living behavior, how to die in the end peacefully and happily. So most people who are depressed, they basically have a huge problem in letting go, or they're stuck in the past. And most people who are anxious, they are stuck in the future. So too many future related thoughts, especially negative thoughts, gives you anxiety, and too many past related thoughts, constantly comparing, it gives you depression. So these are the two diseases, two mental disorders that can happen to anyone, literally anyone. Even if a person looks very normal, sometimes they could be having some kind of mental disorders, and there's nothing wrong in accepting that you have mental disorders. Even if you feel that, yeah, you do act like a psycho sometimes, you also say my way is the highway, and you don't want to listen to anybody's perception, or you just can't let go, you just can't forgive people. You just have a very difficult time letting things go and forgiving people, and thinking that if I have made so many mistakes in my life, and in my ignorance, in my state of ignorance, maybe other people can do the same too. So why should I be so harsh on them? And why should I be angry myself? Because when you do any negative act, it could be enviousness, it could be rage, it could be even physical assault, it could be abusing them, it could be getting angry. All of the getting angry for the wrong things is bad, but getting angry for the right things is not so bad, because it helps you take a stand. Anything can happen just if you let go the desire or the result orientation, or that's a new word I just made, result orientation. Like if you are result oriented, you're going to go through a lot of difficulties for sure, because the results or the thought of what is my result going to be is never going to be in the present moment, and you'll never make any effort. You might also be scared of other people's judgment. You might also think, if I do this, they're going to say this to me, or they say this or say that about me, bad about me, etc., etc. Now, why don't I tell people to think about this or think about that, constantly try to manifest things? Is because things will get manifested naturally if you surrender. And if you do your mental practice, if you do awareness practice, automatically there is no other way out. Whatever your natural manifestations are meant to happen in this lifetime, you don't even have to lift a finger for them to happen. It will happen on its own organically. Okay, and the mission work helps you do that literally swiftly. Why? Because when you are in the mission work, first of all, you're not selfish, and number two, you're not egotistical. If you're selfish and egotistical, and third most important thing is that you don't think that I don't have the resources, you don't think it's going to be difficult, you don't think it is impossible. Anything is possible on this journey, literally anything, but you need to have the faith, the required amount of faith. So in the mission work, one more thing happens, that all the divine feminines who are literally stuck onto the divine masculine after getting ignored by him or treated badly by him, the stubbornness of the DM is actually a very good thing, because in his stubbornness, he will not listen to anything she has to say, even if she convinces him a lot. Okay, and here I also want to add one more point, that there are many men also who are present on this channel, and there are a few of them who have also taken readings from me and sessions from me. When I had started doing this work, I thought only women are interested in this type of subjects, this type of concept, these type of subjects. But to my surprise, there are a lot of guys who are interested in studying metaphysics. And when I say metaphysics, I simply mean it is the study of reality. It is the study of your soul. It is the study of even intelligent things that people say. You try to look for a rational point. You try to rationalize it, and you try to look at the real, how authentic that intelligent thing is. Okay, so it is the real science. Metaphysics is the actual science that we are supposed to study. So it also gives you a lot of power. It also uplifts you. So those people who are in the mission, when they start out, they find it very difficult because they don't have anybody's support. Literally, they don't have support of biological relationships from biological friends and family members, and they don't have any support from other people also, especially if they are in the twin flame journey. Even their twin is not going to support them in their work. They would just not understand why they are so passionate about or sincere about this type of work. And then otherwise also, most people who are in the ascension journey, they had a difficult childhood. By difficult childhood, I also mean in some cases, they grew up too early. They turned into an adult figure or an elderly figure much before their time, even when they were little kids, little children, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we can say till 12 years of age. They are all still children, and they have to grow before their time because of the situations around them. Yes, I would say by the time they are 12, 13, they've grown a lot as compared to other people. But they don't have the confidence to go further and do the things they want to do. Some of them do it. Materialistically, they get success. But after a certain point, they lose interest in the materialistic world. And then they realize that this world is definitely very materialistic, and if I don't do something for myself, if I don't fend for myself, if I don't make money, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. Nobody is going to stand by me. This is what they feel. So they start working on their root chakra. When they start working on their root chakra and they become financially independent, one point, please remember this always. You can't take anything from planet Earth when you die or when you leave this planet, when your time has come. I actually don't know why they say the word die. Actually, you become more alive when you die. And even in body, like in the dark night of the souls, a lot of people experience that they have died and a new person has got created. And even when they look at their pictures or even when they listen to other people talk about them, they cannot relate to that person. They sometimes feel that, did I really do this? Did I really say these things? Why did I do those things? And at the same time, you'll also have a lot of respect for that person, because you know that if this person had not gone through so much suffering, I would not be sitting here. So you have a lot of respect for your past, but you don't dwell on it all the time. Due to ascension work, thanks to ascension work, sometimes a lot of memories also wipe out from your system. So when other people tell you, hey, you know what, 10 years back you were like this, or 5 years back we did this, 6 years back we did this, when you were a teenager you were like this, when you were in your early 20s you were like this, and you would literally think very hard like, oh really, when did I do this? And then you would try to join the dots. That's because the memories that are not required now, you won't have them, because all of those memories were also part of your programming. Even abuse, whatever abuse you have gone through after ascension, that abuse does not look so big. It looks like, okay, it happened, so what? I have to move on, and I have to make sure that for the coming generation, I do something about it so that they can be careful and they don't get abused. And then in some cases, you also feel that if I had not gone through physical abuse or bullying or even sexual abuse, all those things that happened to me in the past, if those things hadn't happened to me, then I would have never done such deep healing work. Only to let go of those memories, or only to ask universe that why did you put me through this? You do inner work. And especially when the divine masculine does not understand anything, like not even a single word. He's so full of himself, or I don't want to make it sound condescending or negative, but this is the fact that DMs are always stuck up in the matrix reality. So they don't listen to the DF, and there's no other way. The universe has got it all planned, so we don't need to worry about it. Because at the same time that we are blaming the masculine, that he is so full of himself, he does not understand, he has so much ego. At the same time, the feminine is also on a low self-worth regime or routine. And she also does not want to believe that things can change. When I read the comment section, sometimes I read all these comments under very positive channelings, love letters or messages that I share. Some of them literally say, if he's writing all this, or if he's channeling these type of messages are coming, why can't he pick up the phone and call me? Why can't he just message me? Why can't he do this, or why can't he do that? That's because you're very desperate for that. And any desire or any wish, anything that you're not able to do in a controlled manner, you can't control it, and you still want it, you are still chasing it, you're still running after it. So till the time you're running after it, till the time you have chaser energy, even mentally, things cannot change. And this type of question comes into our mind only when we are doubtful. We are having some kind of negative belief which makes us feel that I can never get true love. That's why this long separation happens, so that he on the other side, the DM on the other side, he can go through the karmic lessons, the karmic templates he also need to heal, and he can only learn in matrix reality. As I said, there are a lot of men also who come to me for coaching. Why do they come to me? That's because they have already moved on from that space of ego, and then they developed somehow the mother energy or the divine feminine energy. So all divine masculines, they integrate in such a way with the energies, with source, through matrix reality, through matrix challenges, that they end up bringing out their nurturer element or the mother energy. And that's the reason why, or that's when they start doing inner work. Sometimes they also do inner work because they want to be worthy of the divine feminine. They know that she is the one for me, but they don't have the guts to do it. And I also recommend that you should not do anything that does not come from your heart, because it will become the same thing. Later on the same problems will happen again and again. So he wants to work it out, and he also at the same time he realizes that he has some kind of contribution on planet Earth as well. He doesn't just want to do time pass and just die. After studying metaphysics, or after going through these type of information videos, they realize that yes, I have to kill my ego and I need to heal as well. Before I say that she is not healed or other people are to be blamed, I want to get out of that energy where I'm blaming. But this only happens when he gets his ass kicked by the karmics or the karmic entanglements. Just the way the feminine gets her ass kicked by him, she also awakens because of that. Then she realizes that he is so mean to me. Like, what have I done? Why is he so mean to me? Why can't he understand me? Why can't he believe me? Why can't he believe in the love that we have between us? That's because she does not have total belief. She might be saying it on his face, or she might be angry with him, cross with him, but she's creating this reality. You are the one who create your own reality on a daily basis. So is it possible to attract a twin flame in your life? Yes. In the law of attraction community, they don't use the word twin flame, they use the word specific person, SP. So they make all these contents like how to attract your SP, how to attract your specific person, or how to bring him back or her back. So as I said, even in twin flame journey, gender is not the thing. A man can have feminine energy as much as a woman can have masculine energy. And yes, there are a lot of runner feminines also who have come to me and they're totally confused. They listen to the channelings, they resonate with it, but they keep listening, men and women both, that this is a divine feminine energy, this is happening to the masculine energy. So they feel that whatever is happening to the masculine energy is happening to me also. So am I masculine or am I feminine? So when they come over here, when they have a session, then I tell them that this is the reason why you're feeling like this, okay? Because yes, you are working on the masculine template, and this is also why you want to run away from your twin flame. Some of them are even in a happy relationship with their twin, in a committed relationship, and they want to run away. They don't know what to point at, what is bad about this person. Technically, they cannot point at anything. But if you ask from a societal perspective, they will have a lot of things to say. And the karmic in the picture, when she or he comes in the picture, they literally treat them like as if they've, how you're walking on the road or the floor and the floor gives away when it's just below your feet. What happens? You're going to fall flat on your face. So this is what they go through. They fall flat on their face and they feel a lot of pain at that point in time. And they realize that if right now I go back to my feminine without doing my work, same things will repeat. History will repeat again. And the intensity, the toxicity is also there. Because one person has so much ego and the other person has lack of self-worth. There is no concept of self-respect. So how will they come together? They can't come together. So all those people who are still, nothing wrong in being in waiting energies or nothing wrong in being angry. You can be angry and you can wait. But eventually after waiting and after being angry for such a long time, you will come to a conclusion that I love my twin. He's the only one or she's the only one I love. Enough of running around, enough of acting crazy. But how do I approach them or how will things happen again properly is only when you continue to love them, you continue to think positive about them. And please don't bring in extreme cases over here. Like even in your life, if you're getting physically assaulted by a man for 5 years, 10 years, people ask me, he's beating me up. Is he my twin? If he's beating you up and you're still with him, or with her, then it's time to take a break. You are not able to take a break because you have codependency issues. So that, even when someone is physically abusive towards you, you can't stop being with them. Your attachment towards that person is so high that you can't let them go. But you are assuming that this person is your twin flame, so it's okay. That's not what we preach over here. These are the situations, these are the times when you really need to tell yourself that I am creating this as well. The physical abuse, the bullying, the gaslighting, the narcissistic pattern, everything, I am the creator of it by not figuring out that I don't need anyone, literally. So all of this information comes to you, and then eventually the feminines, they realize that if I can live like this, if I can have such a horrible experience, because of my belief system, because of my programmed belief system, which I did not have control on, I can shift it, I can heal it, I can walk away from it, and most importantly, I can recreate my reality. Time and space is not a factor that should stop you. In fact, you should get out of these concepts of time and space. Like, you want to study it, you know, how it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how it is mentioned in the Puranas, how it's mentioned in the Upanishads. Even Albert Einstein have spoken about time and space in a very nice way, actually. So don't take times like, oh, I'm this much of my age has gone, this much of my time has gone, what am I going to do now? I don't think you need to even be sexually involved with anyone to be in love with them. I don't think that's a prerequisite. It could be a prerequisite in a materialistic reality or in a three-dimensional reality. But in a 5D reality, in a life of the ascensioner, this is not at all required from them, because they just want true love, pure love. And this is the reason why their journey becomes difficult, because if they want 3D love, they can get it from anywhere. You can go on Tinder, there's a lot of 3D love happening over there, or in general also. But when you want true love, purest form of love, unconditional love, that you feel for your twin flame and your twin flame feels for you. And once again, I want to burst your bubble by saying that this type of love or this level of love for them will not happen so soon. So you need to continue working. You need to work every single day. And we also need to work every single day. If you think a coach or a teacher or a channeler does not work every day, that's not true. They are also working every single day. And having a mission makes it better, makes it much more easy, because your mind is devoted to something very selfless that will only generate love in you, more and more unconditional love. So much unconditional love will be there in you that it will ooze out from all the pores of your body. Wherever you will go, people will feel it. Some people will feel it. At least the pure-minded people, the pure-hearted people will feel it. You can't please everyone. You got to learn that also. You can't please every person on the street. Even on my channel, I don't think I can please everyone. There will be some people who would dislike this content. There will be some people who will get triggered. There will be some people who will get negative. There will be even people who tell me literally that stop doing whatever you're doing. Stop making these videos. Stop doing this. Stop putting this type of music. Stop talking. Stop sharing. Blah, blah, blah. But can you stop? No. Because once you enter this phase, once you surrender and you taste surrender, how surrender feels for real, there is no looking back, there is no going back, okay? But there is a problem that people can be stagnant. So that stagnancy should not be there. So after surrender, you're going to enjoy. After surrender, it becomes easier. You will be illuminating, you will be luminous. And friends, it's not possible for the divine masculine to ignore that light in you, because you and the DM are connected with each other. You are connected with each other with a red thread. Like in Chinese fables, it is said that person who's meant for you will have that red thread and you'll never let go. So you'll always be connected. The problem is that do not define your relationship in the 3D sense. If you're going to look for that type of comparison and you'll compare your life with other people, you're going to suffer for sure. You are not supposed to live a 3D life, and you're only supposed to ascend here. This life has specifically been given to you for ascension. That's it. And your twin helps you to ascend by being difficult. Every time your twin is difficult, every time your twin triggers you, every time it makes you angry, it means that the universe is teaching you to let go of the negative thoughts that don't serve you. If in your head you constantly think he's not going to call me, or forget about calling or messaging, these are just again very 3D things. Like he doesn't love me, he doesn't respect me, he doesn't understand me, he did that to me, he said those very mean words to me. And you keep replaying it in your mind constantly, all the time. If you keep repeating it like a mantra, that's exactly what you will see. And not only that, you'll personally feel very bad. So whenever you do something bad to others, or even when you're negative for other people, something about other people makes you negative, you need to first generate all that negativity within you. To get, like, you know, if a murderer wants to kill someone, before killing that person, they have to go through that feeling. And that's when they say, you killed your soul. To murder someone, you had to kill yourself first. So they contemplated and they kill that humanity within them, and then they harm other people. This is the law of nature. This is the rule of nature. Whatever you have within you, that's exactly what you're going to generate, and that's exactly what you're going to see. So if you are seeing in your current reality that your DM does not love you, does not understand you, that's how life will be shown to you. But if you know for sure and you mentally practice it, that he loves me or she loves me no matter what, no matter whatever amount of difficulties we have, and he understands me, he or she understands me, he or she is always there for me, he or she, we both have good moments. But by the time you reach that stage, especially if you take the route of mission work, none of this will matter to you. Trust me. Somebody understands you or not, somebody loves you or not, somebody cares for you or not, but your energy would be such that you will not have any negative elements in you, negative implants will not be there on you, and automatically you will think positive about your twin. So you are positive, he will or she will be positive. Okay, now the mission work should not be done because I'm telling you that mission work will help you get your 3D union. If you think in those lines, if you think like that, then trust me, you're just playing a game, a very sad game with your own self. And that game will not lead you anywhere, because you cannot deceive the universe, you cannot deceive source, and you cannot deceive your own soul. Your soul is connected to source. It is actually made from the same speck of light. Your soul, you have the same speck of light that source is made from. So you cannot be different than source. Only when ego takes over, that speck of light is not, you can't see the light within you, and therefore you see only darkness in the outside world. Right? When you recognize that speck of light and life within you, you'll see it outside also, and you'll not feel angry with your twin. You'll just think that he did not know. If he knew what he did to me, he would not have done to me. And even in your own mind, you think that I was being so clingy, I was being the chaser. Obviously, this tag of chaser is given to the chaser for a reason, because they are clingy, because they have dependencies, codependencies, because they have certain types of mental addictions, even if physically they don't show any addictions, but it will be there. Like some people drink a lot of coffee. They cannot even start their day with energy. Why? Because they need some kind of substance, caffeine, and they don't take it just once or twice. They keep drinking coffee throughout the day, and that makes their blood pressure go high, and then that gives them energy and they do it. But once that energy is over, in half an hour, 15, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, again they are low. Again they need a coffee. Again they are low. Now there are so many other substances that you can take. You might not be drinking alcohol every day, or you might not be eating meat. You have worked on those things, but you're drinking tea like 15 times in a day. That is also an addiction. Or you have an addiction of sharing too much with people who don't understand you, or people who are not on the same page with you. You have some materialistic family members, or you have some materialistic relatives or materialistic friends, and what you do constantly is you're sharing about your physical, you're sharing about your metaphysical journey, about your knowledge, about all the things you have learned, the inner work, the wisdom. They'll look at you and they'll think that, this person, look at this person, if he or she is acting this way, what the hell have they done? Like, I remember a few years back, I was in a very deep conversation or sort of a debate with somebody close to me. And this person said that, look at you, you are so upset right now. You're trying to convince me, you're trying to put your point across, and you can't even do it properly. And you're telling me to follow your path, or you're telling me to become spiritual. If being spiritual has not done any good on you, how can it do good on me? But at that time, I had only 50%, I feel I was there in my confidence. So I realized that this person is right, actually, and I need to figure it out. And then I thought that there's nothing wrong in being spiritual. In fact, it is the best thing you can do. But we don't completely do it. We have not reached that stage of where we can even give answers to other people. Technically, if I would have been completely confident, I would have said, this is the life I want to live, or this is who I am. And what makes you think that I cannot get upset with people who are treating me or treating someone dear to me badly? How does that make you believe or think that I am not spiritual enough? And why do you think that spiritual people are perfect and they don't have any flaws? Today you ask me these questions, or after that, say few months of a year after that, you should have asked me those questions. I would have given the same answers, the same rebuttals. But that moment changed my life, because somebody walked up to me and said that how can I do what you're doing when you yourself, you're not happy? So I realized that maybe I've become a ritualistic person too, like many others. We are just doing the same rituals again and again, but it's nothing is going inside our head or our heart. We are still blocked. The energy is still blocked. So how do you fix that? You fix that by picking up things that you love to do instead of convincing people or wanting to inspire people. Instead of doing that, you leave that all aside. You just do what you love. Anything that comes to you naturally, don't question what it is. It might look like a very simple thing sometimes, or a little bit absurd, but if it is not materialistic, if it is selfless, if it gives you unconditional love, if you feel good by doing it, if you feel like you're contributing, and if it helps you live your solitude without any pain, without any sadness, without any fear, then that is your mission. So figuring out what your mission is something you can do the best. And then next step is sticking to it with consistency. Consistency is also required if you want to get into 5D union, because without consistency, so in your head, say 10 times in a day you say my DM loves me. Every time a negative thought comes to you, you say my DM loves me, my DM loves me. Oh, come on. But the 11th time when the same thought comes, you just break down and you say he doesn't love me, he doesn't care for me, because at this point in time the negativity is at its peak. When negativity is at its peak, that's the time you give a rebuttal to it. That's the time you say, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Okay, fine, he did all those bad things to me, or she did all those bad things to me. So what? I'm not perfect either. I forgive them. And when you truly forgive them, even they get that energy. They also get uplifted. And in their head, whatever image they have about you, that will also get healed. So don't focus on healing other people. Focus on your own healing. There is a nice prayer I heard today in the afternoon. The lines are like this. हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करें, दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करें. So this is a prayer where you tell the source that give me the mental power, give me the strength, the mental strength, that I can win over my mind. Mind versus matter. So I can win over my mind. I'm not ruled by my mind. I'm not ruled by my ego. And before going and correcting other people, first I should correct myself. And once I correct myself and I feel, yes, this actually works, it has changed my life and I'm happy. When you have that own personal experience, a consistent personal experience, not like 2 days you're very happy, then 2 months you're sad, or 2 months you're very happy and another 3 months you're sad. 2 months you do inner work or you do ascension work, you feel great. Then 3 months you don't do it. 5-6 months you go without drinking alcohol, and then another 2 months you're drinking so much that you're literally drowned in it. So that is not consistent. That is again runner chaser dynamic, that you're playing with your old self now. Okay, because you ignored yourself, because you didn't do inner work, because you were blaming other people, because you became lazy, because you were procrastinating, because you were constantly negative, you did not have any self-belief, or you did not believe that universe can turn things around, you are seeing a result of it. So your twin is simply showing to you what you have within you. If you feel a lot of love for your twin, genuinely, not because I made this video and you're listening to it, genuinely if you feel that love for your twin, then you should know that he is truly feeling the same love for you. And you'll get to know in time. In future, when you connect again, he will tell you, or she will tell you, whosoever is there on the other side, whosoever the runner is, they will tell you for sure that I missed you, I was thinking about you, I did not know what to say to you, I did not know how to contact you, and I was working on myself. As much as I thought that things did not work out because of you, I changed my game plan and I said that let me first become a better person. I will surrender, and if she loves me, she will come back to me. That's the amount of faith you need to have in yourself, that if he loves me, he will come back to me, because we are destined to be together. We are, it's predestined, okay? So this is happening in your love relationship, okay? But when you love some being selflessly, you pray for them, you take care of them, you become their caretakers. That's the time you understand that all this three-dimensional romantic love that I'm going crazy for, it doesn't make me feel so good. It has only made me feel bad. It has only hurt me. All my expectations have done nothing but hurt me. And here I have no expectation. In your mission work, in your area of contribution, you have no expectations. You're just happy. You're just thankful to God. You have gratitude that, wow, I am able to do this. Amazing. And it feels nice. I don't have to advertise it. I don't have to promote it. I don't have to do PR around it. But I'm able to do it. And I'm able to do it independently with the help of my masters and with the help of my source. They are giving me all the resources as well. They're giving me all the confidence. They're giving me like everything. And the love I'm feeling now, I had never felt this love in my entire life. Like, what is happening to me? Then only your DM does not remain your priority. Your mission work becomes your priority. And then you will also inspire your DM. You will turn into a monad twin. As a monad twin, you will show them the path. Because they need to see the path too. And they will see the path through you. And then also you would be happy if they don't just keep running after you, keep chasing you. You would be happy to see them being happy, practicing mental awareness, mental strength. Okay. So, yes, my friends, mission work gives you, whatever mission work gives you, I don't think anything can give to you. And as I said, once you step into that zone, there is no coming back from there. You can't turn around and come back. Even if you try to for a month, 2 months, even if you get into bad habits, bad addiction, bad company, you can't take it anymore. You'll start falling sick, you'll be unhappy, you'll just be frustrated with yourself. And your natural emotion as a human being is not frustration. It is contentment, it is peace, it is joy. And whosoever says it is woo-woo stuff, you can tell them, well, one day you're going to die, and I'm sure at that time it won't be woo-woo stuff. You'll actually die. So be ready right now. The twin flame journey is going to prepare you for that. Like whenever you leave this planet, you have done everything, you have accomplished your mission, you are happy, you are very, very grateful to source. Your final moments have to be the best moments of your life actually. You feel that I am getting into a promotion. Now this does not mean that we should all sit and do nothing but just keep waiting for death. That's not the idea. We should not even think about it, like it's not even important. The present moment is important and my work is important. I'll tell you this thing, that your work should make you so happy that there should not be any day where you feel tired, when you feel lazy. In fact, mission work gives you energy as well, because even if you're unwell, even if you're sad, even if you're depressed, if you have the right mission in your life, you will get out of your bed. Not for yourself this time, but for the sake of other people. For other people's happiness who depend on you. Every single day you will get up and you will think and you'll say to yourself, I have to contribute today, without taking credit for it. And that emotion is the best emotion to be in. It is so amazing. It's so amazing. It is so amazing. I don't think I can describe it in words. Words will fall short of that emotion. And then whether your DM is there around you, with you, living under the same roof or not, he's maybe gone abroad for something, whatever it is that he's doing, he or she, it won't matter to you, and you won't even pressurize them to treat you in a certain way all the time. You would be like, okay, fine, they can't do this for me, so what? Should I just sit and cry all the time? No, I can't be a crybaby. I can't be a complaint box. I have to grow out of these things, because you understand with the help of metaphysical knowledge that your soul, as a soul, you're alone, you're by yourself, and as a soul, you're here to experience human life. You are having a human experience on planet Earth right now. So you will be so curious about it. Every single day would be full of curiosity, would be full of adventure, and these good and bad feelings will keep coming and going, and you won't care. You won't care. You would be in Kumari, you would be in Surur, you would be in trance. Like Shiva is in trance all the time. You would also experience that trance without drugs, without even the music. The music will play within you, the vibrations would be so high. So on that note, I would wrap up this session. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I do intend that all of you should be able to accomplish what you're here to accomplish in this twin flame journey, in the ascension journey. Whether you're a star seed, whether you're a light worker, whether you're a twin flame, whatever you are, you think your label is, you should reach your destiny. You should get what you're here to get. One love and peace out.